Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. I am so excited to show you all the layouts that I created in October 2025. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at this giant stack that I have here. So here we go. Here's a look at all the pages that I'm going to be going over today. Now make note, and I would love for you to leave me a comment down below in the description box and let me know which layout was your favorite. Now lots of these have process videos, so I will leave them linked down below as well. This first one, I used the My Creative Scrapbook October 2025 main kit, and it was filled with the Bella Boulevard documented collection. I love how I use the journaling on here so it looks like it's typed on the page. I used a cut file and cut out this film strip. There's a cut file here for the best day ever. I also used some Shimmers paints on the background. And I want to mention that I am on the Shimmers Paints design team. So if you ever place an order on the Shimmers Paints website, you can add my name, Melissa Minor, to the notes section, and Shimmers will send you a free paint. I was hoping you could see the shimmer and shine from the paint. The camera just doesn't pick it up, but oh, it is so pretty. Here's another layout that I created with the October 2025 main kit from My Creative Scrapbook. Again, it's that Bella Boulevard documented collection. Now this one, I used the die from my stash and I cut some large tags from the pattern paper in the kit, and then I tied them together. Now this page is documenting my son's very first marathon, and so I thought this was such a fun one to document. I love these photos that he sent me, and it looks like I might need to tack that journaling down just a little bit more, but no fancy techniques, but I really think it turned out great. Now here's another layout that I created with that My Creative Scrapbook October main kit. And on this one, again, I used some Shimmers paints in the background to give some mixed media here. I used some chipboard alphas. And this page was documenting the gift that my mom had sent my daughter Tatum for her 16th birthday. She made this really cool money bouquet. And oh my gosh, I just thought this was the coolest gift. So that's why the title here is Amazing Gift. And I think this one turned out really, really fun. So I also did just a little bit of journaling or, doodling around the edges just to kind of fill that in. Now here's the fourth layout that I created this month for My Creative Scrapbook, Bella Boulevard documented collection. This one I cut 3 larger strips of the pattern paper. I used a paper rounder to round the edges of the paper. I used lots of the ephemera in the kit. Now this picture up here in the upper left, that's me, and then the person next to me, that is Bobby, and that is my son's wife's mother. And then over there in the pink shirt, that's her sister. So they came to visit and it was so fun. So I like that page. Now this page I created for the Color Cast Designs team, and this gorgeous title, this acrylic title, Changing Colors, just matched this Simple Stories collection so perfectly. This is a couple pictures of my daughter Tatum this year, and it's a pretty simple layout. I have some torn paper strips here, and I used quite a bit of the ephemera that was included in that Simple Stories kit, but that title just really stands out. In fact, I'm going to write 2025 on here just so I don't lose sight of the date. So simple page, but very, very pretty, I think, in design. Now this next layout I created for the Bramble Fox cut file team. I am new to their cut file team. This was my first layout for them. So I used the View From Here cut file, and this is documenting some vacation photos from when we went to Klingman's Dome this summer. And I love those little 49 and Market laser cut elements on here, those little frames. And the Bramble Fox cut files are just really different and unique. You'll have to watch my video that I'll leave linked down below to see why I think they're so unique and easy to use. But I really, really like the way this one turned out as well. Okay, moving on to this next layout. Now this layout I used a Color Cast Designs acrylic title. So The Mountains Are Calling is their acrylic title. And I also used these acrylic trees. I think they're so pretty. And then I did some stenciling on here. So that on the left is pattern paper, but at the bottom and on the right, I did some stenciling. Again, I used the clear label to put my journaling on the page. And I've got 6 photos on here. I love when I can get lots and lots of photos on a page because I'm running out of room, honestly, in my scrapbook. So I'm going to have to start putting more photos on the layout. But this was a really pretty paper collection from Arden Creative Studio Hidden Creek. Sorry. And then this layout I created for the Allison Davis Scrapbook Generation Design Team. And on this one, I used one of Allison Davis's sketches, and I love this sketch. It's using some different pattern papers, and I used some Hip Kit Club papers here. And look at my kitty Pepper. So I'm just in the bathroom like plucking some eyebrows, and he is right on top of me with everything I do. And I thought Dale took these photos, and I thought they were just so funny. I love how his eyeballs are like sticking out. But in this one, I used some mixed media in the background. Again, use some more Shimmers paints. And then I have an acrylic title piece on here. I think this is, I want to say it's a Color Cast Designs acrylic piece. So super fun. Now this is a layout I created with several of my friends. On the second Friday of every month, we all get together for a YouTube sketch hop. So we all we have a sketch, and then we have a theme, and then we each interpret that differently. So this is that Simple Stories paper collection again, their autumn collection. I used this Autumn Stories acrylic title from Bramble Fox. And this is our favorite restaurant called Magpies in St. Charles, Missouri. And they've got this cute little like outdoor seating. And we just have so much fun there. And these sandwiches, I don't know if the picture really does them justice because they are so, so good. In fact, we are getting ready to go there this weekend again. And so we just love going there as often as we can. It's about I think it's about 1.5 hours from our house. So it's just a little treat to get out and experience that. Now this layout I created with the Shimmers Paints October 2025 color kits. So I painted the background there with the paints that came in the collection. I used a die from my stash and cut some of the pattern papers here. I love the ephemera that came in the collection. And this is my kitty Pepper in his pumpkin bed. And he can be found sleeping in his pumpkin bed almost daily. Now the bottom picture is more what we see. We can just see legs sticking out, but he loves this pumpkin, and I had so much fun making the layout this month. The color kits, I think they might be sold out, but you'll have to check the Shimmers Paints website to be sure. I know they were really close the other day. So if you're not subscribed to the color kits, I highly recommend it. I just have so much fun getting the paints and the paper and the ephemera and everything each month. I just love it. Now this next collection, this next page I created for Simple Stories Saturday, and I used an Allison Davis Scrapbook Generation sketch, and I had a lot of fun with this one. I got out my sewing machine. I did some sewing on here. I used some flair here from Scrap and Happy Studio. I've got some Shimmers paints in the background, and these are some photos from the homecoming parade this year. So these are all the softball girls on the float, and I think this one turned out really fun. And you know, I'm usually scared to venture out from just the black and gold, the school colors. And on this one, I think I really went out of my comfort zone using the blue and the red. And I just think it was really fun. And I love this sketch from Allison Davis. Her sketches come in like bundles of 10, and they are just amazing. Now this layout I created with the Vicki Boutin 49 in Market Curiosities in Willow Grove, and I really like this one. The title is from Color Cast Designs, and I actually got a little creative and I painted this title so that it would match my layout. And let's see here, I used lots of the rub-ons. So can you see those circular rub-ons, those like polka dots? Those were the rub-ons from 49 in Market, that Curiosities in Willow Grove collection. And this is a picture of me and Dale and Pepper. It's our first little like family photo. So this one was fun. There's even a little bit of the rub-ons on my photo. So that was the first time I had ever done that, and it turned out great. So I hope you have found something in this video to inspire you to create something new. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.